Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker hot stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Time to bleed. What's good? Good morning, family. How are y'all? How y'all doing this beautiful Monday morning? Find our trust. Smash the like button as you come on in. Dwayne Jones, Eric Holt, King Jr., Rick Blackwell, Jeffrey H. Lopez, salute fam, Jason, Jose Diaz, Earl Taylor Sr., what up? Soul Power, Ratchet since 91. Stephen Lamont Hawkins, that's right, we moving, baby. Big homie Cool. Case Nasty in the building. What's good? Needy G, salute, fam. Joey Ricciardi, what up? Ketty Peeps. Simon Bridgman in the building. Anwar Willis, Chris Chandler, DP Rocker, Boxing and Barbecue. What's good, fam? Jelly Bean, what up? Antonio Handbrick, salute. Queen 71, Dill Spoolie, Big Block, 503 line in the mother effing building. What's good? Ghetto Life Boxing. That's right, we strong ahead. Xavier Martinez, what's good, fam? Don Vaughn, Jim Diamond, Julius N, what up? Southern T Boxing in the building. No doubt. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on underneath Canelo. There's a lot going on underneath Canelo. Who's hype? Who's real? Who was shut out? What path was paved for Canelo? We're going to talk about it. Because this is all, oh boy, we're going to cook. Shade Girl, salute. MP, what the fuck? What's good? Andrew Charles. Well, you know, let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. And I get a lot of that. Southern T is absolutely correct. You know, a lot of people saying, yo, look, I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. This guy, Benavidez, let's not get it confused. He's food. If Canelo fights him, he's food. He's tall, lumbering, walking forward, good hand speed on the inside. But we all would agree that Canelo, due to the eye test, because we're all experts, allegedly, that KP from KC5, salute, that Benavidez is food, made the order, tailor-made for Canelo. Eye test would say yes. The history of boxing would say the only way to find out is to what? Make the fight. Because the biggest upset in history trumps that analogy. Buster Douglas was not supposed to go to Tokyo or Japan, wherever they was. I don't know if the egg dome is in Tokyo. I'm not sure, but Buster Douglas was supposed to be food for Mike Tyson. That fight right there trumps all of that analogy. He's supposed to be food, but let's see the fight. We don't know what's going to happen. Roy Jones was supposed to dominate Antonio Tarver in the rematch when he was healthy and, you know, he came down in weight too fast. Fort Tony looked very vulnerable, but did enough to win the fight. Rematch. He was more acclimated back at 175. He was supposed to style on Antonio Tarver round one. I was like, well, this is all night right here. And then round two, what happened? You know? Lewis Wilson, salute. Opera LD. Thomas, what up? You know? I'm like, oh, shoot. So we got dozens of examples of that. Like, okay, this fight is supposed to go this way, and then, oh, crap. Shane Mosley was supposed to beat Vernon Forrest the first time. That was right here at the theater in MSG. Not too many people knew who Vernon Forrest was. He was telling us, yo, look, I beat this guy a couple of times in the amateurs. I got his number. Y'all don't know me, but and they had an identical record. They were both undefeated. And they was like, Shane all day. And Vernon went in there and beat his ass. Bruce Gold, salute. So my thing is, let's see the fight. All right. A betting man is going to bet on Canelo. At this current junction, depending on who Canelo fights, I'm not betting against Canelo. I would never bet against him. Not in this atmosphere. Nope. They've made their choice. The WBC have cleared a path for this guy. I'll say it again. The WBC cleared a path for this guy. The world of boxing cleared a path for this guy. So, Boli, salute. You're not gonna beat Canelo on the cards. That's clear. Even Floyd Mayweather didn't wash him on the cards. That was the warning shot. That's clear. Don Vaughan, salute. Yeah, you're not beating Canelo on the cards. So it's not wise to bet against him. If he fights David Benavidez, I'm not betting against. If I was to bet money, I'm not betting against him. Not. The scorecards are done. The scorecards are done. And depending on who it is, 2 of those rounds are 10-8 rounds. Y'all saw Steve Harhood's cards when he fought Cater Plant. He was there. What effing fight was he watching? I saw the scorecards. I was like, what? You can't find one round to give Caleb Plant? I was like, okay. Well. And then when he got stopped, I said, hey, there it is. Don't matter now. Don't matter now. TZ Frank, salute. MJ Total Health and Wellness, salute. Cedric Taylor, what up? DJ Zion Love, salute. So, let's see the fight, but I'm not betting against Canelo. When I say the path was cleared for Canelo, y'all know the history. We was all here. Y'all know the history. We were all here. I say it again. Y'all know the history. We were all here. All right? The path was made for Canelo. All he had to do was walk it. Clebuterol. That's all right. Let's suspend him for a couple of months, few months, and up the level so that don't happen again. Taken care of. Sante El, salute. Did I just lie to y'all, or did that happen? Did I just lie to y'all, or did that not happen? Let's give him a BS suspension because it was BS. And it was a BS excuse because it was BS. And then they upped the levels. So moving forward, if it's in the system again and it's right where it was, where he got caught last time, it's okay. How many times he eaten bad meat since then? Deeply Goated, salute. Gene Grove, salute. Did I not just tell you something that just happened? People get mad at us for saying what happened. That happened. That happened. And then when we say, yo, look, Canelo was already a great fighter. Like, as far as skill set, he's really good. We misuse that word great a lot, but really, really good. All right. Very great head movement. His head movement, I must say, is very impressive. It's very impressive. All right. I said nothing to disrespect his skill set. I'll never say anything to disrespect his skill set. He's not a perfect fighter. He's not. Timothy, what up? He's not a perfect fighter, but he's good at what he does. 88 Sports Talk, salute. Did I lie to y'all? Told us Andrade wasn't exciting, fought Avni Yildirim. What? Then tried to lie to us and say, yo, that was a mandatory or something, he said. And I was like, no. WBC, see, y'all not on the same page. WBC said, no, he chose him. Boo Boo Andrade's not exciting. Caleb Smith. You know, the Brits that he beat up. And Avni Yildirim. Am I missing something? What am I missing? And when we ask those questions, y'all know what it is. Mayate! Yeah, okay. All right. You said all that, but didn't answer the question. Macados, Mac of the South, salute. Earl Taylor, exactly. You don't put on 20 pounds of rip, man. Oh my God. I want to go to the town where he got that meat from. I want to see the public walking around. They gotta be looking like linebackers. The women too. Everyone got big old shoulders. They carrying the donkeys on their back with the product. Other way around. Bizarro world, man. This is crazy. Point that stuff out. And we're met with name calling. Fine. I'm numb to that. I don't care about that. Because once you go there, prove my point. Answer the question. I didn't lie on Canelo. I questioned his integrity. Why do you have clenbuterol in your system? And then they get mad at us. Oh, no, well, he's number one pound for pound. To you, he is. That clenbuterol situation will always be over his head. How the WBC chose to handle it, you couldn't tell me anything about that. I said, oh, my God, that's preferential treatment, is it not? So when I say the path was cleared for this guy, David Benavidez has been there. And salute to Stormy B, man. Y'all need to sub to him. He broke this down to perfection. David Benavidez has been there. David Benavidez is the reason why he said, I'm not going to fight any more Mexican fighters. He said that and got away with it. Y'all remember that? I got the article. I ain't going to read it. You know, I got to save it on my phone. PGH, salute. On my phone, I have it on my desktop somewhere. I'm like, wow, he really said that. Zero backlash. Can you imagine if Errol Spence said, yeah, I ain't fighting no more. B&B Boxing, salute. I ain't fighting no more black fighters. That's very broad, isn't it? If a fighter says, if Errol Spence says, look, man, I ain't fighting no more black fighters, what does that mean? You only fighting, oh, shoot, you know what I was about to say? You only fighting white and Mexican fighters? What if Errol Spence says, yo, I ain't fighting no more black fighters? And at 160, there's no Asian. And I was about to say, what does that mean? He's only going to face white and Mexican? But according to Mikey Garcia, they're the same damn thing. I'm still confused. Whatever, man. What would that mean? Shepherd King, PLG, salute. That's right, Gene. If Errol said something like that, that'd be front page. That'd be on First Take, Around the Horn. If they still do that show, that'd be everywhere. They'd be calling him for an interview. They'd be in our chats. What do you got to say about this? That's racist. Yeah. But Canelo says, I don't want to fight any more Mexican fighters. Well, watch this. You ready? Because he basically put an ethnicity on it. But then Mikey Garcia is putting that he's white. And then I got some, not all, some people, listen carefully, of Mexican descent that agrees. No, we are white. It's not a problem. Y'all make it a problem. So wait a minute. There's no problem that Latino or Hispanic is not there, and you wouldn't even want to pick other? They're making you pick white, and you're okay with that? So I asked the question. I'm going to ask it again. I'm confused. Y'all heard this thing, Brown Pride? Who's the brother in the UFC? that has brown pride tattooed on his chest. He was former UFC champion. Cain Velasquez. He has brown pride on his chest. Is he of Mexican descent? I don't know. All I know is the man can fight. He's nice with his. Got a couple of losses, but he's nice with his. Is he Mexican? Cain Velasquez? Could y'all look that up for me? He has brown pride tattooed on his chest. He's Mexican, Jason, right? He is? Is Cain Velasquez of Mexican descent? Bet. How can you have brown pride if on a medical form you're considered white? Brown pride is to be, proud of who you are. You're American, but you're proud of your heritage. And now you're in a country where you're not even on a form. Why is no one making noise about that? That's what my question is, because I'm confused. Because somebody was not arguing with me on Instagram, but they were explaining it. And I'm like, bro, that doesn't make any sense. I can't say I'm black and I'm proud, and on the medical form, African American isn't there. I don't get it. I'd be like, no. You got to make a phone call, because I'm choosing other. And if other's not there, I'm leaving it blank. Not Asian. I'm not Hispanic. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not there. But white is there and Asian is there. What are y'all trying to do with this census? That was my question. And I didn't. So it's okay for Mikey Garcia to put white. And according to Mikey Garcia and the other gentleman that was explaining it to me, that's okay. So what the hell is brown pride? What is that? Which leads me to this. Stephen C, salute. Hamza S, salute. Which leads me to this. Mr. King Palm, I see you, family. Which leads me to this. Lord Sweat Real, salute. He said he's not fighting any more Mexican fighters. The Jab Jamboree, my brother Ack, what up? All right? Yo, listen. Kai World, salute. No doubt, fam. David Benavidez is not Mexican. He's American. He speaks fluent Spanish. I get it. He's actually mixed. I get it. He ain't from Mexico. He don't need a green card to be here. Canelo said, I'm not fighting any more Mexicans. I will not fight any more Mexican fighters. Those are cats from your country, my man. From your country. Stop. Reverse it. If Errol Spence had said, I'm not fighting any more black fighters, that's very broad. Why? Because black people are everywhere. He'd have to be specific. What if he said, I'm not fighting any more American fighters? That's broad. Because there's black, brown, and white, and Asian descent, but they're American, which means they were born on this soil. That's very broad, right? Oh, but what do you mean? I will be more specific. Oh, well, I'm not fighting no more black American fighters. Well, stop talking about the Bud fight. No one needs to be talking about him and Keith Thurman anymore. Who's black? Hey, man. Yeah, Ack, hit me up. Yeah, man. That'd be very broad, wouldn't it? I'm not fighting any more black fighters. Who does that include? Who does that include? Tay, good morning, sis. You see why that statement was ridiculous? I'm like, hell, I was waiting for the backlash. And then an hour later, I said, he ain't gonna get no backlash. He ain't gonna get none. He ain't gonna get none. And he didn't. I was like, oh yeah, another day at the office. Abner Yildirim, Liam, Caleb, whoever. That's okay. They were okay. Yo, Boo Boo Andrade, boring fight. And the fans supported that. Hey, Jamel Charlo. and niggas let him get away with it. I don't understand. So when we say the path was cleared for him, it sure was. David Benavidez was there the whole time. Funny how he said that, and David Benavidez was moving through the ranks. Now, he's no saint. Recreational drugs caused him to lose the title. You know, him not making weight caused him to lose the title. He is no saint. But, you know, cocaine, clenbuterol. Here's the difference. David was using cocaine for recreational use. He wasn't using it to get better in the ring. Canelo Alvarez had a drug in his system to enhance his performance in the ring. You see the difference? I'm just saying. Tomato, tomato, I'm just saying. So while Canelo's over here getting away with murder, all right? By the way, that night he fought Abner Yildirim, do y'all remember anything strange about that night? I'll give y'all a second. There was something happening that night that could have happened that night. What up, Corey? Y'all remember? Did y'all miss it? Unique Dawn, salute. Did y'all miss it? Who else fought that same night? I'll give y'all a second. Somebody else fought that night that he could have chosen to fight, but he didn't. He chose Abner Yildirim. Again, he didn't have to fight. How many? Yo, ain't no one was checking for Abner Yildirim, man. Let's be honest. But somebody else fought that same night that he could have chosen. Who was it? You damn right, Jason. I know, Gene. I heard all the stories. Somebody else fought the same night Canelo fought. The same night on a whole other network. Y'all know who that was? And the whole time, even if you, thank you, Black Alpha, salute. That's right, Darrell fought. Darrell fought. Whole other network. While this guy was robbing people. And I looked at that and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. He said Usman. I was like, wait a minute. Now, Usman did have a pay-per-view that night, didn't he? And didn't they wasn't that when they waited until the UFC was over before they got with the main event? Gene Flacco Escobar, what up, man? Now we just cooking a little bit. So smooth shot, salute. I was like, man. So Darrell's over here. Why is he fighting Abner Yildirim? I was like, okay, whatever. Oh, that was Kovalev, right? When they postponed the main event until Tab Investment, salute, until they made sure the UFC main event was over. That was a Kovalev. Marcus the Villain, salute. So I said, Darrell's over here. Why is he fighting Abner Yildirim? That was a popular demand. Oh man, they feed you. They feed you such mediocrity that you confuse it for excellence. He's getting credit for bum bashing. No one said that Abner was going to win that fight. No one said, man, do you guys want him to clear out the division or what? Do you guys want to see him tested? Do you guys want to see him prove he's the best? Let me pull up his box right now. He's good. He could be so much better. You heard what I said, right? He's good. He could be so much better. Look at this, man. After Alexandre Lara, he was like, whoo, we ain't going through that again. James Kirkland was target practice, made the order. Miguel Cotto was on his way out. Damn good fight. Shout out to Miguel Cotto. Amir Khan, we knew it was going to happen. Liam Smith, we knew it was going to happen. Cesar Chavez Jr., we knew it was going to happen. Stop playing with me. Then he finally fights Gennady Golovkin twice. Fought to a draw. You know, a draw always goes to the underdog. Golovkin was kind of I don't want to say he was an underdog, but there was a lot of Canelo hate at that point. I ain't even going to hold you on that. And because Gennady stuck around like that, they said, yeah, man, I think Gennady won. No, it was a draw, whatever. And being that irate defense, that kept Canelo in that fight because irate defense. But that's just me. Then he fought him in the rematch, won convincingly, and then that's where the bad meat started. Okay? Then Rocky Fielding, you knew it was going to happen. Daniel Jacobs, he wasn't beating Canelo. By the way, where's he been? You got payday. Whatever. Sergey Kovalev, when you look at it on paper, you're like, why is he doing that? Oh, yeah, because he just came off of a rough fight. That's the Manny Pacquiao plan. Don't fight anybody when they're looking fresh. Fight them after they lose or come off of a tough fight. Then they'll fight you. Sergey Kovalev was having legal problems. He's running up on women, punching them in the face. A professional fighter, by the way. Punching them all in the face, kicking their dogs, stalking them, coming back to the property with wads of money in their hand, getting arrested, and not one threat of deportation. But if Sergey Kovalev just stood next to you on a street corner and kept his mouth shut, you would think he's a good old boy from the Midwest. Whatever. Then Caleb Smith, Abner Yildirim, Billy Ho Saunders, and then he rock and roll Cicada Plant. So from Saunders, Yildirim, Smith, Kovalev, Jacobs, Fielding, after the Golovkin fight, you gonna tell me he couldn't afford Andrade? I'm sorry. When they requested to, sir, what up? Picasso, salute. You mean to tell me that at no point he couldn't squeeze in a Darrell or an Andrade or a Charlo? The excuse is they're boring. Again, what if Errol Spence said that about any fighter? What if Errol Spence says, I'm not fighting any more black fighters? That's very broad. Because Alexandre Lara is black. He just don't speak English. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What does that mean? No African fighters? No Cuban fighters like Ugas? Right? No black American fighters, no black Canadian fighters, right? That's very broad to say I'm not fighting any more black fighters because we everywhere, right? But Canelo gets to say I'm not fighting any Mexican fighters. David Benavidez is not Mexican. He's American. You don't need a green card to be here. He could really, when he gets a medical form, he could do what Mikey Garcia did and pick white. Uh-oh. You know, I've come, Ronald Haskins, salute. Mr. Shelton, salute. You know, I played y'all a video of the black Mexicans. They only make up a small percentage of what's going on in that country. And they say they don't leave for other opportunities because they're not treated like real Mexicans because they're black. But the Mexicans hop those walls that Donald Trump wants to keep them out. They hop the wall to get hurt in this country to fill out a form and choose white. Donald Trump, number 45, begs to differ. that wall that he said he was building begs to differ. Harold, what up? Ronald, what up? You see what I'm saying? Do you see why that confused me? And all of these statements that are made, this is all relevant. This is all relevant. Because all of this stuff with Charlo and Benavidez is happening right underneath Canelo. And no one's holding his feet to the flames. The path was cleared for him. I'm not fighting any more Mexican fighters. Benavidez was right there. And I'm totally convinced that he made that statement because of Benavidez. Donald Trump didn't like y'all, man. But you want to identify with his ethnicity? They made y'all pick white. They want you to come here and abandon who you are by filling out a goddamn form and putting this. You know what? An ignorant, and listen to carefully, an ignorant white person would get mad at Mikey Garcia, a Karen would get mad at Mikey Garcia and Robert Garcia at a grocery store, and they're talking Spanish, and a Karen would get mad at them for whatever reason. If they took the shopping cart before she did and they didn't see her, or she thinks that they skipped the line, and in her blind rage, throwing herself on the fucking floor, you know, she'd tell them to get the hell out of her country. And if he showed her this, she'd be like, what the hell are you selecting that for? Get out my country. Not knowing that they don't need a green card to be here. They were born in California, man. Well, Mikey was. I don't know where his brother was, but Mikey was. Your brother's UK, salute. Where's the lie? David Hambone, what up? Where's the lie? So all of this is going on in this country, and you got all this brown pride, and some of you radicals, not all of you, some of you radicals come in our chats and our comment sections, Mayate and all this other stuff. Y'all got to pick white. Where's your pride? Y'all not even saying anything. Y'all identify as white. Y'all cool with that? Build a wall. CJ Robinson, salute. Al B, what up? Build a wall. They're making you sign white. Brown pride, though. You born on this soil, but you still want to rock the sombreros. That's not what we do here. Y'all got to straighten that out with me because I'm confused. I need clarity. I don't know what the fuck that is. It doesn't make sense. What does this have to do with David Benavidez? Canelo said, I'm not fighting any more Mexican fighters. David Benavidez is American. I'm not African. I have some African descent. I'm American. No matter where I go, I'm American. Clean it up. And y'all let him rock and roll with that. Watch this. I'm going to bring it all, Macadam 1, salute. I'm going to bring it all full circle. The title of this. Jim Gray took the mic, put it to David Benavidez's mouth and said, yo, pretty much, he said, shoot your ish. What's next for you? He mentioned Charlo. He said, yeah, you know, but Charlo ain't gonna fight me. He's an effing ussy. I said, oh! And he said, can I curse? He said, yeah, you can. You know, we're on, you know, Showtime. You're not on Faith Across Salute. You're not on, you know, Channel 2, you know, CBS, NBC, you know. If they play this on ESPN, they're gonna bleep it. So, Anna Israel, salute. So he took a dump on Jamal Charlo and called him a pussycat. Did he not? And Jim Gray held the mic right there, right? Brian Peters, salute. Held it right there and smiled when he said it, right? Right? Ready for this? I said, hey, man, I'm with it. I'm with it. He put it out there. And then I thought, wait a minute. Adrian Broner called himself the Can Man. He said anybody can get it. The first thing he said was Africans, and it was fine. As soon as he got the Mexicans, he snatched the mic and want to find him, and they wanted to cancel AB off of that. Y'all remember that? I didn't see anything wrong with that. Everyone listens to rap music at some point in their life, right? At some point in their life, we listen to rap music. To me, and Adrian's a rapper, and to me, that was equivalent. That was equivalent to a hot bar. It was a slogan he was running around with. The Can Man. Anyone can get it. Africans, Americans, Mexicans. It was just a hot line. It was cute. I didn't care. I wasn't offended. But the world got offended at Adrian Broner. And Jim Gray snatched the mic when he tried to do it again. Jim Gray, but held it nice to his mouth when he called Jamal Charlo a pussycat and said, yes, you can say whatever you want to say. Wow. So we got Adrian Broner can't say he's the Can Man. Canelo Alvarez can say, I'm not fighting any more Mexican fighters. He insists that Caleb Plant called his mother out of her name, but did the same thing to Andre. What? David Benavidez gets to call Jamal Charlo a pussycat on TV. It was on TV. Young World, salute. Y'all remember when James Toney obliterated Jim Gray after he beat Evander Holyfield? That was the funniest goddamn thing I ever saw. Deeply goated, salute. Are you serious? I hope you're trolling with that comment, brother. Racism in boxing. It's only been around since boxing. Since it started. I know, Jason. He definitely was. This is crazy. That's right, Young World. Why you walking up on me, dog? A condo. What up? I got milk. That's how you handle Jim Gray. But I just found that interesting. I said, oh, yeah, look at David. He's talking. I said, wait a minute. Trick Nolte in the building. Salute. Yeah, it's looking bad for Maul. Now, there was a big old beef. You remember when he David called him out, and a lot of us ran around and said, let me read that. My brother, sir, he said, facts, bro. When you step on blacks, it's facts. But when it's any other race, it's whack. Miss me with that. No doubt. No doubt. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm describing everything that happened, and it's right over everyone's head. I laughed when he did that Saturday. I said, "Oh man, he called Jamal a pussycat," and I said, "Wait a minute." He allowed that, and then said when David said, "Is it okay for me to curse?" Jim said it's okay. Then called Jamal out his name, but I said, held the mic to AB, and then when he went on with the Can Man, which isn't profane, he snatched the mic. What? Okay, we know what it is. The same reason why Canelo's allowed to say, "I'm not fighting any more Mexicans." Guess what? David Benavidez is not Mexican. I'm not talking about whether you win the fight or not. I'm saying that doesn't apply to David. He's American. I'll say it again. He's American. Speaks perfect Spanish. They were talking Spanish in the corner. He's American. Like Mikey Garcia. Speaks perfect Spanish. He's probably in tune with his heritage. He's probably been to Mexico a billion times. But guess what? You can't deport him if he does a crime. Why? He's American. Oh, say, can you see? Stop it. Mexicans trying to hop the border to come over here. I'm building a wall to keep the drug dealers and murderers out, because that's what 45, the white man, told you you were. Remember that? Vitor Belfort saluting him after he fought Evander Holyfield. He don't know what's going on. He's Brazilian. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. Dexter Carroll, salute. BBG, salute. Trust me, bro. Get caught slipping over here. He'll be leading the charge and deporting your ass. Ricky Samuels, salute. D. Blair LaFleur, salute. Come on, man. He's making you abandon your heritage by taking away Latino or Hispanic on those forms. What? Terrence Bailey, what up? Come on, man. Brown pride. I thought it was brown pride. Y'all got all this brown pride and all this smoke for us? Mayate this, mayate that. You're hating on Canelo. Y'all got the same problems that the rest of the world have. Y'all got black people in your country that you don't even want to acknowledge. Black Vision, salute. I'll say it again. You got black people in your country that you don't want to acknowledge. You think I'm lying? Let me help you.
This is the Danza de los Diablos, or the Dance of the Devils. It's performed on South Mexico's Pacific coast, the region with the country's largest concentration of Afro-Mexicans.
No es de la África la danza.
These dances don't come from Africa, they are Mexican, but these instruments are African and we make them ourselves. Now the black people have united with the local culture and mixed with the local people along this coast, and we multiplied, and there are now many black people here.
This country is home to more than 1 million Afro-Mexicans, yet these are marginalised and often forgotten communities. They represent around 1% of the national population. Mexico's 2020 census is the first ever to include Afro-Mexican as an ethnic category. Mexico's legacy of slavery began hundreds of years ago.
The slaves in Mexico were in the places where there was mining. This town was founded around the year 1800, most likely by fugitive slaves who escaped to the coastal regions where they could survive on what they found here.
Today, that original African culture still exists in a state dominated by indigenous tradition.
Yet this stretch of coastline between Oaxaca and Guerrero states is an impoverished part of the country. There's not much tourism here, and local industry doesn't extend far beyond fishing and agriculture. Yet few black Mexicans leave to seek better opportunities, and those who do find the wider country not very welcoming.
Indeed, for Rosa Hernandez, the lead councillor of Santo Domingo Armenta, the Afro-Mexican experience is isolating.
We're a vast minority in this country, so that's why many people have never heard of us. They think we're from another country. They don't consider you to be Mexican simply because you're black. But we are Mexicans, and it's only fair that they recognize us, that they value us as much as anyone else.
As the Black Lives Matter movement around the world seeks change and equality for Black Mexico, the challenge for these communities is still at the point of showing they exist.
You are being racist for calling me a racist. Good, and I take it, but don't call me racist.
So you mean to tell me that if anybody from that 1%, because that's only 1% of the population in Mexico, you mean to tell me if anybody from that town where they were at hops the wall, makes it through Texas somewhere, gets a green card, and they go to a hospital, they can pick white? Anybody from that town has to pick white? Make it make sense. Brown pride. I'm asking. Dave Jack, salute. Albert Daugherty, salute. I don't get it. They're Mexican. That lady Rosa, she was hot, wasn't she? Yeah, BBG, 1%. It's still a lot. But they can come here. You saw that dark-skinned kid? Looking like a little King Kong Ortiz? He can come here, and when he's filling out the same form that Mikey filled out, he's filling out white. That kid, my complexion, that kid. No. 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 Nope. Mayate, right? Jogação esplêndido. Because the more y'all talk with that ignorant stuff, the more I understand that y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Ignorance. That's what it is. That's why the Condo, she was a hottie. But the little boys up in there, y'all saw how dark those little boys were? They now you're telling me they can come over here and they select white and it's okay? So if they can select white and it's okay, what the hell is brown pride? Ramel Lane, salute. Dark Truth, salute. What is brown pride? 1% is 2 million people. Hey, man. So you got 2 million black Mexicans running around that's not accepted, according to what was said in that documentary. They're not accepted anywhere else because they're not considered Mexican. So what the F are they? You know what I'm saying? If they make it across the border here in America, I know what they're not. White. So Mikey Garcia gets to select that he's white, but little King Kong Ortiz in that little clip that I just showed you, he don't get to select white. What is going on? Remember I told you, my boy, all these years, I thought he was like Cuban or something. And I saw him in the car with the Mexican flag, and I said, what's that? Whose car is? I said he didn't own the whole car. I said, whose car is this? You got the Mexican flag in there. He said, I'm Mexican. I just stared at him. I said, stop playing. He said, no, I'm Mexican. I said, what? He said, man, you know, there's a lot going on there. I said, bro, well, same thing going on in Puerto Rico. There's black Puerto Ricans. There's definitely black Cubans. We see them. So wait a minute. Let's say in that town, right? In that town, there's a real King Kong Ortiz over there. King Kong Rodriguez. And he grows up and he's, I don't know, light heavyweight. And he's knocking over trees. Boom, boom, boom. I bet you they claim his ass then. Right? Now, what if he comes to America, and he's like, nah, they didn't claim me. I remember mama went to go get a job, and it didn't work out. I remember they called me Mayate or whatever. I got a green card. I can fight in America now. I reside in Las Vegas. But you're from Mexico. No. I grew up there, but I'm American now. You see? They just drug tested me. They asked my ethnicity. I put white. Donald Trump in the back. No, he's not white. Well, y'all took away his ability to put Latino or Hispanic. He's not Asian. They don't want to pick black. Oops. Xavier says 1% is 2 million people. That's a lot. That's a lot of Mayates, right? Internet is something else, man. There's information out there, right? Would you think we wouldn't find this? Salute to my brother, Mr. King Palmer. He said Honduras and Colombia has pure black people. If you see them in the street, you'll think they're Americans. Bro, I know a woman who lives right across the way from me, black as night. She's from Honduras. Black as night. Speaks Spanish. My brother Southern T Boxing in the building. He said, rolling up, listening to the cook. No doubt. I'm on a job. And guess how all of those black people got there? Bro, I got another clip, but I'm waiting to, it's a longer clip. And I'm waiting to get permission from the content creator to use it. I'm waiting for him to respond to me. I don't want to use it and then they, flag the video because he has a whole channel dedicated to black people in these Spanish-speaking countries. He has a whole channel. I said, oh my God, I had to sub to him. Oh, when I tell you we everywhere, Venezuela, Colombia, Argentina, we are every effing where. Hey man, there's black people in the Philippines too. So when they come over here with this Mayate shit, yeah, believe, trust and believe. You heard the sister say we're not accepted anywhere. That's why we stay here. So you got 2 million black people in Mexico that are not accepted by other Mexicans because they say, yo, look, you're not from here. But then when they hop the fence or hop the gate and come to America, they get treated the same way. And then they make you say you're white. So what is brown pride? Why are you over here being racist with us when they racist against you? I'm looking for clarity. Is anything I'm saying unreasonable? I'm asking a question. Oh, yeah, you're mad because we don't put Canelo on a pound-for-pound list. So what? Hardbody J. Timo, salute. Windy City, salute. So what? Pound-for-pound lists are subjective. Make your own. ESPN does it all the time. And left both, they put one Charlo on there, put a bunch of fighters ahead of him that I don't even watch, and left the other one completely off. And we were like, how? So we made our own list. Champ Side made his own list, and y'all went crazy. Y'all meaning the Canelo fans. Y'all went crazy. Literally went crazy. Mayate! Didn't change the fact that man cheated, did it? Didn't change the fact that he did get some sort of suspension, right? Didn't change the fact that his excuse was nonsense. Didn't change anything. Did it? So after all the name calling and everything else, the facts still remain. The facts still remain. So get it out. Get it off your chest. Clown, hate, be racist. Do whatever it is that you do. But everything you do, you prove our point. Canelo said, I'm not fighting any more Mexican fighters. Cool. David Benavidez is not Mexican. Y'all thought I was going to be on here talking about Charlo and David Benavidez fighting, right? No. David Benavidez got on Showtime and said, Jamal Charlo ain't going to fight me because he's an effing pussycat. That's what he said. And I was like, okay. That's dope. Why is he allowed to say that and Adrian Broner can't say he's a can man? I said, I'll talk about that Monday. I don't care what he said about Jamal Charlo. He's supposed to say that. Oh, but they're not in the same weight class. Both those Charlo assholes was at the fight, starting a fight with Jared Hurd. That didn't make any sense. But there was a soundbite in the epilogue where Jamel said, it wasn't Jamal, it was Jamel said, Canelo tired now. I could beat him. Did y'all hear that? Salute the masterminds in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, I worked in foster care in Texas, and most Mexican birthday certificates as white Hispanic, it's a whole story on why they identified that way. It's crazy. You know what it is? They forced them into a box. Instead of all of this fighting with us, I don't know what that's about. It's like they stopped what they're doing to fuck with us, and we're not the enemy. There is no black and Latino. If they're making y'all pick white, then what the fuck is Latino? What the fuck is Hispanic? There's no quarrel between us. That shit is manufactured, and idiots play into it. Get out of my face. It's crazy. They make them pick that. Where enough of them should have, they got all kinds of congressmen and council people. They ain't got no one to fight for them and say, yo, look, this right here got to change. Y'all change everything else. Y'all make us be gender fair. Oh, my son thinks he's a woman. Your son's not even a woman. He's not old enough to call himself a woman because he's not old enough to call himself a man. He's in elementary school. Are we supposed to be sensitive to that? The boy's confused. He's 10. If he grows up to 18 and he's still like that, fine. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. If a man feels like he's a woman, he can use the female restroom, the female dressing room in a store. Yo, what are y'all talking about? You were born with male genitalia. You are a male. I don't care how you feel. You're a man. Mr. Mechanical, salute. But you got that community that will fight us out loud. Live life real, salute. Fight us out loud. And have Congress entertain it. But y'all can't find one congressperson or one voice for y'all to say, yo, look, on this paperwork, Latino or Hispanic is not there. Can y'all please put it there? Done. But you got people in this community running around saying if a man with a beard, 6'6", 304 pounds, look like a linebacker, wants to wear a dress and identifies as a woman, he can use a female restroom. He can use the change room at a store because of how he feels. Crush the legend, salute. This is the type, and I know it's a little scattered, but this is the rhythm of the country. We got real effing problems over here. And we don't need you coming over here thinking that you're better than everybody. That's why I don't get bothered. I don't get triggered by all the negative talk, because that comes with the territory. Because I know y'all got problems like everybody else. And I'm talking to the trolls now. Secrets out, for those of you that didn't know, there's 2 million black Mexicans in Mexico. And according to them, y'all don't consider them Mexican. And I know if they hopped the fence and came over here, now when they fill out a medical record, you're telling me that they have to pick white? Are they okay with picking white? Huh? Not with that skin complexion. And like my brother Xavier pointed out last week, Mikey Garcia darker than Errol Spence. White meaning what? White meaning what? Of European descent? No, man. You take a feathered headdress and put it on Mikey. What does he look like? What does his brother Robert looks like? Y'all remember the littering commercial back in the day where it showed all this trash on the floor and the Native American crying because there's a bunch of garbage on the floor? I'm sure will. Salute. Bumpy Thompson, salute. Geo James. Y'all remember that? That's how Mikey looks with the tears in his eyes. Y'all remember that commercial? I'm old. That was from the 70s. That's how Mikey looks like a native of this land. This is red ground. This is red ground. Eskimos, the Indians, the Injuns, what they used to call them, from Canada all the way down to Mexico. Red ground. But you want to accept European descent because you speak Espanol. No. I'm black. I'm really not supposed to be speaking English. You know that, right? Amen. Michael James, salute. Amen. So, y'all really thought I was going to be on here talking about the matchup between David and Jamal. I don't give a damn what Jamal does. Y'all know that. You know that. Box fans, salute. Macadar 1, salute. Yeah. I know black Italians. I'm sorry, he's Sicilian. He's Sicilian. He's black, man. I'm telling you, man, New York is something else. You think somebody is one thing and they're not. I had no idea my boy was Mexican. I was like, what the what? Didn't know. You think I care about what Charlo does? I'm still mad at those dudes. But I heard him say that he said, I think I could get Canelo. I think he's tired now. Look, Canelo tired. I think I could get him. And that was Jamel saying that. I said, what? I don't know. Duke Todd, salute. I don't know. You might have next. Who knows? Masterminds in that super chat. Much love. He said, Mexicans speak Spanish for a reason. Think people. Yeah. Of course. Listen. I've met plenty of Native Americans that speak a specific language. It's unlike anything I've ever heard. They were able to keep their heritage. And I've heard the language. It sounds nothing like Spanish. But I look at them. What's the first thing you think I would say? I'm from New York. But when you look at them, what's the first thing I think? On sight, it's like, they Spanish, Mexican, nope. My man got on the phone, I'm like, yo, what language is that? And he broke down, y'all from a tribe in North Dakota, da-da-da-da. I said, oh, what? Because I never heard it. I said, that's not Spanish. He says, no, I'm native. From a reserve. What? I was fascinated. But if he was just standing there sitting, you would swear he's Mexican. Hi, Mikey. Hi, Robert. You put a headdress on them, what do they look like? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You put a headdress on any of those people in the town. What does that tell you? That sounds familiar. Choctaw. That's a language, isn't it? That's a language. That's a language, right? No BS. I think that's a language, right? Isn't it? It's something like that. It wasn't Spanish. I know that. As soon as my brother Hardbody J. Timo, he said the 1828 version of the Webster Dictionary says that Americans are the copper-colored Aboriginal people. So the light-skinned native was a facade. bro. There are no fools in this chat. And I know I'm burning some people up. Burn. But this is your history. And I'm asking questions. And the biggest question was, you have all this brown pride, but they make you fill out that you're white on these medical records and all this other stuff. And you say you accept it and it's okay with you. Where's the balance? Because it doesn't make sense. Salute to my brother G5 Gabe in that super chat. Much love. He said, talk that ish, bro. Dropping free game. Yo, bro. Only know one way to. I'm just asking questions. I love. I know the comment section is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna get called out my name and you don't know nothing and this all. Yeah. Answer the question. You're telling me you're okay with selecting white. So what is brown pride? What that stopped existing? Was that just a hot line? Hip hop? A hot line? African, Americans, anyone can get it. Was it just a hot line for the 2000s? It just went away? Brown pride, gang signs, or whatever it is that y'all was doing. Was it just a hot line? Or was it something serious? Brown pride, Mexican. Y'all have a national anthem. Then you come in, you're forced to select white, and you're okay with it. You identify as white. No. It doesn't make sense to me. So I'm looking for it to make sense. Africans, Americans, anyone can get it. Anyone can get it. That's bad. But David can get on there and call Jamal Charlo a pussycat. Vladimir's dad, salute. That was perfectly fine. Whoa. Yeah? Jim Gray reiterated, no, it's okay. Y'all saw that? He said, can I curse? He said, yeah, it's okay. That was okay. That was okay. Sip my C4, and I wonder. Make it make sense, man. There's no consistency. Told David, yo, it's okay, you can curse, and then call Jamal Charlo a pussycat, but snatch the mic from AB for saying he's the can man. And they tried to cancel AB for saying that. You remember that was a big old thing? He's racist for saying that. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. Y'all doing the most. Y'all are doing the most right now. Stop. Cut it out. What are y'all doing? And don't look now. David Benavidez once saw the smoke with Canelo, right? Eddie Reynoso says, yeah, he can get that fight in 2 years. In 2 years? Did y'all see that? He can get the fight. He can get a fight in 2 years. So in 2023, he can get the fight. Eddie Reynoso doesn't want Canelo in the ring. Now, they smoke screened it. Andrew Gray was salute. They smoke screened it. Yeah, Tab Investments, he said it. They smoke screened it and said, that's right, Mr. Shelton, Mikey Garcia called AB Donkey Kong. Why would he go Donkey Kong? He couldn't call him Mega Man, couldn't call him a Smurf, couldn't call him a midget. Well, he couldn't call him anything because Mikey's small himself. He went straight to Donkey Kong. Why would he go straight to Donkey Kong? Yeah, you already know. You already know. Went up to Errol Spence, got his ass destroyed for 12 rounds. Year later, unprovoked. Ellie Seckback says something about Errol in his gym. Mikey getting his hands wrapped says, how about showing Errol how to drive? You salty ass. But I ain't mad. You know why? He went on to fight Sandor Martin. And you lost. And there's no outcry for him to run that back. He's trying to jump in the ring with somebody else. I'm like, buddy. No. By the way, Sandor Martin is from where? Spain. Isn't it funny how the universe works? You filling out white on a medical form to show people, yo, I was really messed up when I fought Errol. That's why I lost. And we looked at the form and say, why are you putting white? Never mind that, because we don't believe that. But white? You're white? And got a few Mexicans capping, well, a few Mexican Americans capping it for him. You shitting on Errol unprovoked, and you got beat by Sandor Martin, who's from where? Where's Sandor from? Spain. If Sandor Martin just was sitting in the room and didn't say a word, what does he look like? So what you're saying, Mikey, is that you're claiming your European descent from him. Guess what? The lighter you are, the more recessive you... Oh, my God, I'm getting deep for y'all. The lighter you are, the more recessive your genetics are. Which is why black is not even a color. It's how shit started. You know, Pangea, shit broke up, and there was humans here, and we adjust with the atmosphere of the planet. We adjust with the weather. If you ended up somewhere in Europe where they have a hard winter, your skin get lighter, your body gets hairier, because you have to protect yourself from the elements. Black is not even a color. It's really not. Anything lighter is recessive. Eyes, skin, all of it. Hair, all of it. So let me get this straight. You identify with Sandor Martin more than you identify with the native people of this continent. By the way, he was born in Oxnard, California. But you identify with Sandor Martin's people. Sandor Martin will tell you he's from Spain and he's proud and stand on it. And Mikey, he whooped your ass. You didn't even want to run it back. There's no talk of it. I didn't read it. Y'all have to tell me. Boxiana, please don't start no issue in my chat. I know Big Homie Coop. I'm gonna catch it for this, but you know, ain't nothing new. I'm saying point out the lie. Oh, well, you don't know. I'm asking to be educated. But I know black is not a color. Where was the first bones of mankind found? On which continent? Bingo. Who's that picture of Jesus that you drilled in our heads? Eyes of brimstone, dark skin with woolly hair. That's what I read. So I'm reading the scripture and I'm looking at this picture and I'm reading the scripture and I'm looking at the picture and I'm reading the scripture and I'm looking at this picture. That's how I'm going to fix you. Stop talking to me like I can't read, like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Boss. All you got to do is read. Why do you think slaves, we weren't allowed to read. Slaves weren't allowed to read. But you know what they did? They gave them a Bible. And they interpreted the word of God to slaves. But if you got caught reading, the penalty was death. Learn your history. You see why no one could tell us about racism? When you're educated, when you have knowledge of self, and you understand the climate of this country, this world. Boxing is a direct reflection of how this world treats black people, man. But we're racist? No. The WBC took care of their own. That's all we've been saying. The WBC took care of their own. But when Al Heyman comes in and starts taking care of those fighters, which I might add, he don't have all black fighters. Majority of the ones that are talented, they are there. What do you think all the fuss is about with Al Heyman? What do you think that really was about? Al Heyman was giving free boxing to network TV, giving us quality fights. Remember that? But they celebrated Eddie Hearn coming over here, talking about the transatlantic deal, and Eddie Hearn, Earn with Hearn. And Eddie is going to take over. And I said, wait a minute, y'all celebrating that? He wants y'all to pay for an app. He wants y'all to pay for an app. And y'all celebrating that? And they were like, yeah, why not? Why won't we celebrate that? And I'm like, wait a minute. Free boxing versus a paid advertisement, a paid app. What planet am I on? What planet are y'all on? I'm on Earth. Where y'all at? Venus? Jupiter? Pluto? Oh, I'm sorry. Pluto's not even a planet. Man, y'all better wake up and smell the failure. Get knowledge of self. A scripted virtuoso salute. You're not going to come in here talking reckless, Mayates, whatever. You do whatever you want. Because I learned that y'all got the same issues that everyone else got. Oh, yeah, I know, Conor. They swinging in the air right now. You've been found out. Y'all been found out. Anybody from that video I just played, if they brought their ass to America, you're telling me that they have to select white on a medical form. And that's okay with y'all. BS. Salute to my brother, Hardbody J. Timo. He said, let's go even deeper. If you study the genealogy of Jesus' descendants, you will see that he was an African man, not white. Japhetic descendants. 100. They don't want no smoke, Jay. They don't want no smoke. Jesus of Nazareth, where he was allegedly born, if anything, Jesus looked more like Osama bin Laden. Uh-oh. What was he really nailed to the cross for? Was it because of his beliefs or his color or both? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spook, salute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So David Benavidez gets to call Jamal Charlo a pussycat. And Jim Gray said it was okay. Snatched the mic from AB. Anyway, David Benavidez did a great job. Does he beat Canelo? I don't know. Does the fight even happen? I don't know. Because Canelo says he don't want to fight Mexican fighters, but David's not Mexican. He's American. And Eddie Reynoso says, yeah, he'll get the fight in 2 years. Right. So in closing, I'm going to leave y'all with this. How's this for American Takeover? Y'all ready? Let's get it.
That reminds me of a song. It's called I'm a Failure. I can't do anything right. Everything I touch turns to wood. Except the things I need turn to wood. I use pills for that, but that makes my eyes bleed. So my life is a failure. My life is a failure. My life is a failure. My life This journey is a failure. That song is a failure.
I had to do it. I had to. Well, he said, I can't do anything right. Everything I touch turns to wood. I was like, what? There goes your DAZN. Get mad at Al Heyman, who's never said a word, but gave us free boxing and tried to do right by the fighters. But Eddie Hearn comes in there talking about American takeover with $1 billion bag. And they were more happy for Eddie than it was for Al Heyman, who's American. Who's American? Who's American? Who's American? Make it make sense. So on that note, I'm going to get out of here. Much love and appreciation to everybody in Super Chat, whatever, Venmo, whatever y'all did. Tomorrow's my birthday, y'all. You know, when you get my age, you hope shit slows down, but they keep coming. They keep coming. It's like, damn, again? Oh, boy. I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to get some rest. That's what I'm going to do. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'll see y'all tomorrow. The General's on, y'all. And I'll be back talking more ish tomorrow. Boss on deck. Move!